Anime is king. This is something we didn't used to hear in the past, but as of recently, this sentiment has been echoed loudly across the country. In 2021, over half the people subscribed to Netflix were streaming anime. To put that number in perspective, Netflix has 214 million subscribers today, and over half of those subscribers were streaming anime. That's a significant number to say the least. But there's also not a shortage of other things to watch, but it just so happens those other things to watch are mostly filled with identity politics, poorly developed narratives, and piss poor character development. When your first plan of action is to make sure your main character is either gay, straight, black, white, male, or female, or any person of color in general, doesn't end well for the story you're trying to tell. You tend to find yourself tied to a small creative box. This is only a Western problem that anime writers do not have to deal with. Just look at Ghostbusters 2016. Now, I know I give this movie so much shit all the time, but it's the best representation of a film that we didn't need nor want. Ghostbusters 2016 was filled with identity politics gone wrong, and on top of that, the movie was absolutely terrible. Then we look at something like Arcane, which is hands down the best representation of diversity done right, as opposed to what we got in Ghostbusters 2016. In this anime, I'm not being beaten over the head every 2 minutes by the writers trying to tell me that Vi's character is a lesbian or that Vi as a character is a strong, independent woman. We find all these things out organically through the story and through the development of Vi's characters through the course of the series. What seems as normal adult tone ideas in today's society are seemingly shoved to the side or censored in Western entertainment. Anime, on the other hand, dives headfirst into these ideas and they don't shy away from the adult nature and the adult theme of things. Attack on Titan is something that I've been watching recently, and the opening scene had me hooked from the start. Trust me, this isn't one of your Saturday morning cartoons you wake up and watch as a kid. This is a very gritty and complex story that is told completely without censorship and without compromise to the vision that the writers have started with. The opening scene alone sets the tone that no one is safe in war and chaos. Now, there are a few things that the writers do in the show that I personally don't agree with, but I do respect the fact that the writers have the balls to stick with their vision and stay consistent without making any concessions to cater to the Western ideals in cinema or any other form of entertainment. Either you like their vision or you don't, and I'm okay with that. Now, Demon Slayer is also another anime that has caught the eye of the Western audience. Demon Slayer is completely different from Attack on Titan. The tone, the drive, and the narrative direction are distinctively different for each show, but they both are equally successful within the Western audience, and they will continue to do so and continue to gain popularity as time goes on. Demon Slayer itself says so much with so little. One of the most iconic scenes to me in anime is from Demon Slayer. This scene alone gives you the heart of a hero, the connection to the character and the audience, and the drive to do what needs to be done. All this is wrapped up in an emotional package that has the sense of sacrifice, and that sacrifice is earned along with the emotional attachment that it seeks. Unlike the WB or DC wasting the death of Superman in the Justice League, they wanted that emotional attachment to his death, but the film and that franchise did not earn it. This just doesn't end with anime themselves, but the source material as a whole. We can look at the sales of manga versus Western comics to further the point. Manga, as of now, made up 76% of overall comics and graphic novel sales in the United States in 2021. While Western comics are sitting over here in the corner turning Superman's son gay and still trying to find a way to implement a black Clark Kent and forcing diversity unnaturally into the industry, manga writers on the other side are continuing to stay true to the vision of their industry and their drive, while these numbers from the sales of comics and manga are continuing to just increase and dominate the market. Numbers don't lie. Just look at the sales. Western comics are dying out and they can't stop the bleeding. What they need to do is wise up and get back to the basic principles of writing, or the industry will die. Also, for the love of God, stop attacking your core fan base.
And if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book. Problem solved.
Why am I so sad? Am I doing the wrong thing?
I think I tend to be pretty optimistic, but in this one I'm worried. I'm straight worried. Because stores are closing at a phenomenal rate.
We see so many things fail because of the lack of care given to the source material and the fans. Well, that's it for the video, guys. For me, I do hope the film industry gets back to its roots and starts to produce some great things like anime itself. But until they kind of take a step back and realize that the fans that they're pandering to aren't the true fans that are going to give them this continued support, anime is going to stay king. And with that said, my name's Lincoln. This is an RPG show. Support the channel by like, comment, subscribing. Most importantly, hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.